Welcome, dear readers, to October the 9th and to Spooktoberfest 2019 Vlog 2. So I'm about to head out for a walk because I've been cooped up for way too long and my hips are getting really sore. But I wanted to let you know my plans for this week. So at the moment I am reading a book called The Ghosts of Miller's Crossing. Can't remember the name of the author, but I'll update you with that later. Yeah, I'm only like 3 chapters in so far, so I don't know exactly what's going on, but it seems to be about he was a kid in the beginning, but now he's a dad, I think, who can see ghosts. So he must see ghosts at some point. I would also really like to read Dr. Sleep this week if I have time. People keep saying it's very good and I really enjoyed The Shining, so I'd be interested in seeing what Danny gets up to in his adulthood. I'm also working on writing down some of my own ideas for some horror stories that I've had. And I'd like to start fleshing them out a bit. So those are my plans for the week. We'll see how that pans out. I'm feeling a little better. I don't know if you can hear the frog in my throat. I'm a bit croaky. But feeling a little better. So hopefully I keep feeling better and I won't need those blood tests. And yeah, so I will see you around with another update soon. Hey guys, it's the 10th of October. I'm feeling a lot better today, but I'm running on about an hour and a half of sleep, so I'm very tired. But I picked up a few book-ish related things today that I wanted to show you. So the first one is, sorry Malcolm, this Harry Potter money bank. Malcolm wants to help. I couldn't get the sticker off neatly, so I'm gonna have to do that later, but it's pretty cool. It's made of metal. Sorry about the train. So yeah, it's made of metal. It's got the slit at the top, which looks like it's big enough to fit a 50-cent piece. I don't know if you've seen an Australian 50-cent piece, but they're pretty big and they don't always fit into the slot on money banks. But it looks like it will for this one. And then you just open it like a book. And that's the inside of it there. So that is the first thing, and it's got the Hogwarts house crest on it. Unfortunately, the additional Ravenclaw image is underneath the sticker, and the back is the same thing. And then I also got this Coraline Diamond Collection Special Edition pop vinyl. So that's her in her raincoat, and you can probably tell because I've actually got some lighting in here today, that her hair, and her clothing are glittery. So yeah, I saw her and decided immediately that I needed to have her for my bookshelf. Also, it's coming up to Halloween, so perfect. And there are a few other things that you can get as well. So there's Coraline with Cat Buddy, and she's wearing her star sweater. I like that outfit better, but they didn't have that one in stock today anyway. And I liked the diamond edition thing. There's the Coraline doll, which is super cool, and I definitely want to get. Mr. Babinski with mouse. Now, Mr. Babinski weirds me out a little bit, but I like the mouse, so I might end up getting that anyway. And the other mother, which is super awesome and strange. So yeah, that's my update for now. I'll be cutting out this to put in my I've been working on a scrapbook for books that I've read, and I wasn't originally going to do Coraline, but now that I'm thinking about it, I did really enjoy it, and I enjoyed the movie, and it's creepy, and it seems perfect. So yeah, see you guys later. Well, gee, have I been super off track. Been having a bit of a hard time. Been sick as you saw. And my anxiety's been a little... I'm just tired all the time right now. But we've got another week or so of Spooktoberfest. So I am going to try to read at least one more book in that time. I'm not sure what book yet. Because I think part of the reason I haven't been reading much as well is because the book I was reading... Excuse me. It kind of got boring. Like, something happened in it that just completely killed all the tension and all of the interest for me. So I think I might DNF that for now. Not because it's bad, just because I'm not in the mindset to read it. I might continue it later, I don't know. And pick up a different book. So yeah, wish me luck. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Happy Halloween, everybody. I have finished a book. I DNF'd that book I was telling you about, and I started reading The Haunting of Beacon Hill by Ambrose Ibsen, which is the first in a series. I think it's called The Beckoning Spirits or something like that. And I really enjoyed it. The ending was super awesome. The haunting was quite interesting. I'm looking forward to reading more in that series. And then after I finished that, I bought Whispering Corridors by Ambrose Ibsen. I'm 86% through. I'm enjoying it a little less than I enjoyed The Haunting on Beacon Hill. The Haunting on Beacon Hill, I'm fairly certain is his most recent novel. Whispering Corridors is from 2016 or something. And you can sort of tell it's one of his earlier works. But it's still good, and I was a little iffy about the characters at first, college, really obnoxious college kid characters, basically. But I'm starting to warm to them. Well, I started to warm to them. I'm 86% through, so if I haven't warmed to them yet, it's not going to happen. So I'm interested to see how that plays out. And then I might end up buying another of his books. Excuse me. Oh, gosh. It's been quite warm here, and there's been a lot of fires up in northern New South Wales, and the smoke has been blowing down to Sydney. So I've got all the doors closed at the moment, just so that I don't have to breathe in too much smoke, and I didn't want my cat to go out in it. But yeah, so I guess I wasn't kidding when I said this was the year of trying to catch up on Ambrose Ibsen. I don't think I'm even close. He's got a lot of books. But I'm really enjoying myself so far. I'm glad I DNF'd that other book, because it was sapping my motivation to read and my energy, and just, oh gosh, sorry. Oh, I'm tired. And, so I think DNFing it was alright, cool. Halloween plans, I don't really have much happening. We don't do a lot for Halloween in Australia most of the time. But my husband and I watch horror, creepy movies. Oh, goodness, I'm so sorry. Oh. I'm going to stop talking in a minute. And I bought Coraline the other day. So we're going to watch that tonight, which I'm pretty excited about. I haven't watched it for quite a while. And then we'll see what other movies we have time for. So I will try to update you with something later. I know this has been a really lame readathon vlog, because I just haven't been reading. I haven't been in a great headspace for reading. But hopefully we can have some fun today. Bye. Alrighty, the upstairs neighbors finally quieted down. Anyway, so Halloween and Spooktoberfest are over for yet another year, which is a little sad, but, it's not going to stop me from reading horror and stuff. But I thought what I would do to wrap up this reading vlog is to go over the spooks that I enjoyed this spooky season. So in terms of books, which is what we're here for, I read the entire Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark collection by Alvin Schwartz, which on Goodreads counts as one book because I bought it in a collection on my e-reader, but it's actually 3 books. I read 4 books by Ambrose Ibsen. I read Splendor of Fear, The Seance at Apartment 10, The Haunting of Beacon Hill, which is the first in a series, and Whispering Corridors. And I also read some of, I can't remember how much I got in, and DNFed The Ghosts of Miller's Crossing by David Clarke. Again, not because it's a bad book, just because it took a turn I wasn't really interested in, and it just killed it for me. Now, movies, I rewatched The Curse of the Weeping Woman, which is based on like the mythology of La Llorona, and I love that movie, so I was happy to rewatch it with my mum who hadn't seen it yet. I saw Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark twice. I saw it once on my 6th wedding anniversary, and once because I wanted my parents to see it, so I took them. And I don't know why I'm humming and hawing. I've got it written down. I also, last night for Halloween, watched Coraline. I really got the urge to rewatch it, so I went and bought it, and me being me, I forgot my wallet, so I had to walk out of the store with my tail between my legs. And then my mom was like, oh, well, I'll just give you the money. I owe you a little bit of money anyway. So I went back and was like, hey, I'm the idiot that came in without my wallet. Do you still have the movie behind the counter? So that was a fun experience for somebody with anxiety. But anyway, so I really enjoyed that. And I also played 2 spooky video games. I played Blair Witch, which is a very recent game. I think it only came out last month. And yeah, it's set in the Blair Witch universe. It's not based on the movie, it's just set in the universe. And you play Ellis, who is like a search and rescue operative, trying to find a missing little boy in the forest where the Blair Witch movie happened. And like there's a bunch of other stuff going on, but the most important thing about it is there is a dog named Bullet, and he is precious, and he is life, and he must be protected at all costs. If you ever play it, be good to Bullet. And the second horror game that I played was Layers of Fear 2, which is by the same like game developers. I think it's called Bloober Group. I might have to put a little annotation or something if I got that wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's the Bloober Group. And while it is one of the Layers of Fear games, and there's like a slight crossover, very, very slight, in regards to the painting in the first one, I don't think you really have to play them in order. I did, so maybe that's my impression of it as someone who played it in order, but I don't think you have to. And whereas the first one was based on a painter that has, he seems to not have any memory of what's going on, and you piece together the story while you're trying to create the perfect masterpiece. This one is about an actor on a cruise ship, and you sort of have to put together his traumatic past to figure out what exactly is going on, and I really enjoyed it. I've played both those games through once, and I've only got like 40% of the trophies for both of them. So there's sort of those games that you can play through a bunch of times to get different endings and to see different scenarios play out. So I mean, I'll get around to it eventually, but I'd rather wait until it's not so fresh in my mind. Just so that it doesn't feel like too repetitive. So yes, that was my Halloween and Spooktoberfest 2019. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry this reading vlog was kind of lame. I'm hoping that the next month will be a bit more productive. I'm going to be doing a wrap-up of the books I read this month, so you can check that out if you want to. And I'm also going to be... I've decided I don't really like doing TBR videos because I never stick to a TBR. I read very... randomly. Like, if I see something I think is interesting, I'll just pick it up, even if I don't own it and it's not on my Goodreads list or anything. So what I've done instead is I have made a priority reads list. I'm not going to read it to you now because you'll have to watch the video if you want to see. But it has books that I either have and really want to read, or books that I have nearly finished and put down for one reason or another, and that I want to finish. And the books on this list are actually all books that I own, so I don't have to spend any money, assuming I stick to it. But naming it the priority reads just feels like there's less pressure, because, I mean, I might end up going off and reading something else entirely, because I'm good at that. For example, I'm pretty sure Erin Morgenstern's next book comes out this week. Maybe I should add that to the list as well. Anyway, so I will see you in my next video soon, and I hope that you had a spectacular Halloween and a good October, and I'm looking forward to a wonderful November. Bye.